If you're somebody who has John Cena on your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling, moments like tonight only validate your case even more. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. And before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. So this was the go home episode of SmackDown before Money in the Bank. You'll be having full coverage on the channel after that PLE takes place, right? And so we're ending up the show with the go home segment that's hyping up this tag team match that's going to main event Money in the Bank between Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and Logan Paul, right? So you have Cody Rhodes appear, then Jey Uso appear. You have this faction that Paul Heyman is developing, this new dangerous alliance, still in the ring after taking out guys like Penta and all these other individuals that they were kind of going roughshod all night, going through all the guys who are going to be in the Money in the Bank match. But Cody Rhodes comes out. He cuts this promo, recapping what went down last week where John Cena called him desperate multiple times. And he calls John Cena desperate because of all of the antics that he has done to really stay with the youth, right? Calling out his appearance on the Kai Cenat live stream, calling out, him linking up with Logan Paul. He says that his link up with Logan Paul is very reminiscent to Michael Hayes' link up with the Hardy Boys in the early 2000s. If you guys remember that, seeing a man who was in his 50s dressed like somebody in his 20s was very reminiscent to that Steve Buscemi meme that we see all the time of him in, I believe it was the Grown Ups movies. Very funny stuff, right? So you see John Cena come out. Loud ovation. This is his last appearance in Bakersfield, California. He was all decked out in Laker gear. And then before he could even really say anything, you had Logan Paul, that sneaky, sneaky bastard, come from behind, knock out Jey Uso. They were able to take out Cody Rhodes, and they start cutting this heelish promo. John Cena goes on to talk about how you guys are looking at the future. This is going to be the next world champion. I am going to be the last world champion. He calls Logan Paul the moment maker, which I believe is the first time anybody who's really ever referred to him as that, or it could just be not me paying attention, right? And then he goes on to talk about, how this is what's going to happen. He goes on to remind people that he is going to ruin wrestling. You see them stand tall with the belts, and we get the R-Truth chants, right? Imagine how much motion and how beloved R-Truth is, that he is getting his name chanted in a segment that is going down with Logan Paul and John Cena. And you kind of knew this was going to go down, right? Because John Cena and R-Truth are so linked and so tied together at this moment, being the fact that that was the last feud that R-Truth had on TV. And the consummate pro that John Cena is, he had a response locked and loaded in the chamber. And that's what makes John Cena one of the GOATs, right? Having the instincts, having the feel to know that something is going to happen, and him being able to just drop, at a drop of a dime, be able to come back with a response like he was able to do is just chef kiss, right? Emphasizes his greatness. He goes on to tell the crowd that you want truth, you can't handle the truth, right? Dropping that famous line from A Few Good Men, reminiscent of that WrestleMania 21, promo that they had where they were having all these vignettes of movies where you saw John Cena and JBL doing that Few Good Men spoof. He says, you guys can't handle the truth. He's like, you guys are a bunch of liars. And it just really was emphasizing the fact that that move to drop R-Truth sucked, right? A guy who's been in the business for so many different years and been in WWE for decades now. It just a shitty feeling that they were able to do that, right? TKO was a very, very greedy corporation. But then they go on to take Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso out again. You had the heels standing tall, which makes me think that at Money in the Bank, we're going to have Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso win the match, right? Because usually when you see teams that are standing tall, when you're building up to the go-home show and when we have the event coming so soon, that's usually the team to take an L, right? You can see, I think we're going to see Logan Paul possibly take the pin, and I think that we're going to have the good guys take the W. It's going to lead all the way to eventually us getting that rematch between Cody Rhodes and John Cena for the world title. They just announced that the King of the Ring tournament is coming back, and they announced that big stakes for that match, which I'm about to record and talk about in a few minutes. So Be on the lookout for that, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this segment. Did you enjoy it? Do you remember and do you miss R-Truth? Who do you think is going to win at Money in the Bank, guys? Remember to like the video and subscribe. I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.